Welcome everyone back to an on location. Remember we used to do this?
It's been a while, yeah.
Creepy Old Crypt. We missed doing the last one we did, I believe, was when the Marvel thing opened.
Yeah, the Marvel area in DC.
That's like the only.
This is California Adventure.
Yeah, that's like the only on location one we've done in years.
Yeah.
But this was a special occasion. We had to go to this historic venue. Well, a copy of a historic venue somewhere else. Okay, today's episode is going to be about the town of Tombstone, Arizona.
We went to Tombstone, Arizona on our tour, and it was a lot of fun.
And they had the actual Birdcage Theater
Yep.
there, which we didn't know was...
Didn't know until we were walking up to it that I'm like, wait, this is, like, you pointed it out to me, it's just like, this is the original? Like,
there's a copy of this in Knott's Berry Farm.
Yep.
I thought that was a Knott's, gag.
I know.
But no, it's a copy.
Hey, what the fuck?
Oh my
Johnny's
God.
here.
What
Johnny
are you guys
came with
doing here?
us.
I came to see a show. Hey.
Oh my God, you had tickets for a show.
I didn't know we were.
Dude, I had tickets where I'm gonna shoot some bullet holes in the ceiling. We're
Yeah,
gonna
dude.
make sure.
I came armed too. I'll say that quieter next time.
Yeah. They don't check for that here.
I was just telling them when we went to the Knott's scary farm,
Yeah.
the horror thing, Halloween thing. The security was such a mess that I kept getting pushed around to the point where I got to the gate and it's like I didn't go through any.
There's no bag check or
security.
anything.
I had a backpack full of gear.
Yeah.
And I just got rerouted so many times I never got inspected.
I think they just got overwhelmed because this time they checked everybody. They
today
everybody,
it's not very busy.
No.
But so we are in Knott's Berry Farm
Yes.
in the replica Birdcage Theater. And it's a replica of the one in Tombstone, Arizona.
I'll get into this a little later, but the inside does not look like the inside of the one in Tombstone, Arizona.
And what's the biggest thing it's lacking?
I'd say bullet holes.
Bullet holes.
Yeah.
When I did some research on the original place, it's claimed to be one of the most haunted places in Arizona.
Really?
Like all of Arizona.
All of Arizona.
There's a lot of haunted stuff there too, and that's at the peak. So as you mentioned on tour, we got to go to this kind of, is it a ghost town? Is that what you call it?
It's like
old
a
west town.
Yeah, it's an old west town. A lot of the buildings had been rebuilt, but again, in like the 20s.
Yeah.
But the only original building was the Birdcage Theater.
Yeah.
In Tombstone, Arizona.
Yeah, that over the course of time, it's funny. It never occurred to me until I went there. They were like, there was a small fire in like the early 1900s.
Yep.
That just took out the whole town. It's like, none of this was treated for anything.
Nope, everything was wood, so if there's a small fire, it just goes.
One spark and your city is gone.
Yep.
I forgot that's how it used to be. So, most of the buildings in that town are recreations. Some of them were rebuilt in, I think it was the 1930s. Is when it happened. Mm-hmm. Some of the buildings in this old town were rebuilt. And others were just brand new. They had to build a new thing. But the only completely original structure is the Birdcage Theater.
And I would
built
say,
in 1881, I think?
So?
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, and I'd say that was the coolest building in the whole place. So it was worth it.
So we did a tour of it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about things we saw in this western town of Arizona. Yeah. But first, we thought we would talk about a couple things people have been asking us about.
They don't necessarily need its own episode.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
We're gonna talk about some non-Arizona things first.
Oh God, plug my ears.
We'll get back. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. But before we get to the main topic today, a lot of people have been asking us when it comes to theme park stuff, like, what do you think of the new annual passes now that they're back? People have been asking, what do you think of the Star Wars Hotel?
Yeah.
What do you think about, there's that new, Disney's building like a neighborhood in Palm Springs. People have been asking about that. So I figured, let's just go through those things before we get to the Arizona situation.
Definitely.
So start with annual passes are back. I still have people ask me, how has it been without annual passes, dude? Do you miss not having one to go to the parks? They've been back.
I've had one since August.
Since last year.
Yeah.
But the one at Disney is now called the Magic Key.
Yeah, because technically it's not annual.
It is, but they're not calling it
but
that.
they don't want you to go. You can just go year round. You got to make a reservation.
Yeah, it's really the same thing as before.
Yeah.
But now you have to make a reservation before you show up.
Yep.
So how has that been for you? Is it a big deal or not a big deal?
It hasn't. They've they're pretty good now of evening it out. But what bums me out is they had a pass that was reservation only, that was way cheaper. Than this is now, and
before the pandemic?
Before the pandemic, they had one. I forget what it was called, Flex Pass.
Yeah, something like that.
And hypothetically, didn't have blackout dates.
Yeah.
It just depended on how crowded it was. So
as long as you had a reservation.
As long as you had a reservation, you can go. And it was like half the price of an annual pass.
See, I thought it had a bunch of blackout.
I don't think it did. Everything I was reading about it, it said hypothetically it doesn't. It's just it was $600.
Yeah.
And because it was a big deal not being able to go all the time, you had to make a reservation.
Yeah.
It could be blacked out. It could be full up and everything like that. But it was like half the price.
Yeah.
And now it's that.
It's kind
same
of bummer
pass.
that the top price now is subject to those rules.
Yeah, and even now, I have the top pass. Can't really go on weekends that much.
Yeah, we have the top pass, and I would say that's the only thing that has sucked is. Obviously, we love the spontaneity of going like, yo, hey, we're done working early. You want to just go over to Disneyland? The reservation thing, that's not impossible, but it's just sometimes there isn't a reservation, you can't do it. It's like, oh, well, I didn't make one ahead of time, so so it kind of has tempered that. It's not totally gone, but it's tempered that a little. And weekends really are the only thing that has been. We have the top pass, and I'm looking at like, yo, all the weekends in May are booked up.
And it's like
if I want to go on a Saturday in May, I already can't do that.
Yeah, it's that's the one thing that bums me out is that you have the top pass and you're still super limited.
Yeah, that's really a bummer in that regard. However, if you check often, they usually do open up ahead of time. You know, I personally, even though all that sucks, I haven't had many situations where, man, I really want to go, but I can't. I haven't had that happen.
Me neither, and I don't go very often on the weekends, but I hate not having the option.
Yeah, it's dumb.
So
you got the top pass, you should be able to do that.
Yep.
But yeah, typically we're finding like a random weekday, like, oh, maybe we got some wiggle room here.
Yeah.
We can go. I haven't had any issue booking those.
No.
So that's kind of the vibe on that.
I think reservations are staying forever.
Yeah.
I don't think those are ever going away.
Seems like Disney
They like it. They like not having a super packed park. They like they can manage everything, knowing exactly how many people are showing up that day.
Yeah.
So
they even talked about that. I want to say they had like a shareholders thing or something. And they I don't know if you heard this or whatever, but they just said at a thing, they were like, they're still at a capped attendance.
Yeah.
Compared to before the pandemic.
Yeah, we're not at, they don't want that many people in the park because it's shoulder to shoulder.
And that's what they said. They said, as much as we want tons of people in the park, it may not have benefited us to have it bursting at the seams.
Because people are happier when it's not insane like that.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. So the in-park experience in some ways is nicer.
Yeah.
But in other ways, it's kind of a little more rigmarole to plan. You're outside of being there. So it's give and take. And then they added the Genie Plus thing, which that has kind of been a controversial thing as well, where you could like pay for a fast pass. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's been kind of messing up Florida, where a lot of people are doing it and it's gumming up the works.
Yeah.
But I feel like Disneyland in California, it hasn't been. At least I have found, has not been as big of a force there.
Yeah.
Where I kind of feel like not as many people feel like they have to get it there.
I feel like less people are buying it because you have to buy it. It's not something free, and it means less people do it, and it means the lines are much, much better.
Yeah.
So
I have found that to be, some people don't like it. I found it like it didn't affect things as much. But again, in Florida, I feel like that's where they like to plan everything.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people are doing it there, and it's kind of gumming it up. So I don't know. There's I don't know the full story on that, but personally, I've had good experience. Once I'm actually in the damn park, I've had pretty good experiences lately.
It's great.
I have not left the parks in any recent. There's been nothing recent where I felt like, man, what happened? The rigmarole around getting there is another story. Mm-hmm. But once you're there, I don't know. I've had pretty good experiences. So I don't know if you've been there recently or you have any.
Yeah, I went recently, and I paid for what was it called?
The Genie Plus.
Genie Plus.
Whatever, yeah.
And I feel like I fucked it up.
Why?
Because I didn't realize that Rise of Resistance was a
separate
thing. So I bought that, and I was like, okay, cool, we get on Rise. And I was like, oh, it's asking me for more money. And I was like, oh, did I mess this up? Because I only wanted to get on Rise.
Yeah.
So I bought both. And I realize like if I go later, like you could just buy Rise and buy the other thing separately. But
it's very confusing.
It is.
It sucks that I paid a bunch for it, but I liked the experience of it. Like I was able, I didn't have to think about anything. It was like, okay, at 5 I could go on Indiana Jones. Like at 6 I could go on this. Like it was just, it planned out my whole day, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I was telling Kevin, and we were talking about this. I don't see us doing that on like, hey, let's go to the park today. We're probably not doing that. It doesn't seem like something we would want to do on a normal day.
Yeah.
I told Kevin like I see value in it for like I used it when it's rare that my whole family goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I went on one day where it's like, look, I don't know when we're doing this again. Yeah. I want to guarantee they get on this and this.
They have to ride that.
Yeah, I told Kevin, like, in that situation where it's like, hey, I never get to go with these people. I want to make sure they get on this and this. That might be worth it, too.
Yeah.
On a normal day where we're just going, if a ride has a really long line, I'll go on another thing. It's like, it's really not...
As someone who goes less frequent, it was awesome to be able to go on everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, and
definitely.
That's where I see...
When you only have a day...
Yeah.
That it helps so much. Just it plans it out for you, and you can go on everything.
Yeah.
Instead of like, I have an annual pass. I don't need to go on this today. I'll go on it next week.
That's how we are.
Like
when we go. Yeah. If like Star Tours was gummed up, we just wouldn't go on.
Yeah.
But it is kind of shitty that it turned my 100-something ticket into a $200 ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it bums me out that the top pass doesn't have it included.
Yeah.
Like, there should be a thing, even if it's an extra charge, whatever.
Yeah.
Something that you can add on.
Attach it to it so you can just use it whenever.
Yeah.
Like,
because that's back in the day when they had it was the same thing. It was Max Pass.
Max Pass, that was it.
But it was essentially the same thing.
Yeah.
You could do that. I remember I paid like $70 and I just had it unlimited all year.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised they haven't done that.
I'm surprised too.
Yeah. But so it's give and take.
It's not as good as what they had, but again, there's pros and cons to it. So.
Yeah. I'm kind of I have a lot of mixed thoughts. But anyway,
but overall, I think
the experience has been not too different.
And the experience in the park has been better, I think, because of it.
Yeah.
So I can definitely see that.
But again, I haven't really gone on a lot of weekends either,
Yeah.
so maybe it's different then or something. I'm not sure. No
Sorry
problem.
about that.
Sorry.
Anyway, I mean, they weren't looking for a place to smoke, so that's good.
Yeah.
People, health has become
Have
a
we talked
priority.
about that? Is that there is no place to smoke now in Disney?
Yeah, the parks are devoid of smoking.
Even
areas.
downtown Disney, which is outdoors, you are not allowed to smoke, which I think is wonderful.
Yeah.
It makes everything
I don't
so
wanna
much better.
Through that.
No.
That was happening a lot.
Yeah.
As a person who used to smoke cigarettes, like, I love when they get rid of all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's like, when you're smoking, you don't realize how fucking horrible it smells to other people.
Yes, because you're used to it.
And it like triggers me when I smell it too. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like it's not even like I smell it, I'm like, I want a cigarette. It's like I smell it, I'm like, ugh. Like I get disgusted.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to vape. And like they even say like no smoker or vaping in the park whatsoever.
You know what though? I'd like to see them try. At the end of this episode, we're gonna vape.
Yeah, check it out, Box Mod.
We're gonna be ripped the fattest clouds at the end of this. So get ready. No, but anyway, so that's what the annual pass stuff.
Yeah.
Star Wars Hotel. We'll just cut through this really quick.
Yeah.
We're gonna go. We haven't figured out the dates. Kevin has
not going. Not doing it.
He keeps saying
so
it, but
expensive.
it's like,
not happening.
I know you have anxiety about it because it's involved and it's whatever.
I'd rather have money than go there.
But you will have money. You want as much, but
it's a situation of do you want to if you could have this much money or go to this thing, I would take the money.
I think you could buy a new car with the same amount of money.
I like Star Wars, but I've not been into the Star Wars Hotel as much as I normally.
Okay.
This isn't Galaxy's Edge to me. I was excited about Galaxy's Edge, and that's included with Disneyland.
Now, you're trying to look cool on camera. I get it.
I don't need to sing an alien.
We will. We don't need to spend forever on the subject. We're gonna go at some point. We'll give you the trip report. No.
Yeah, if somebody puts the bill, Somebody, one of my friends.
If someone out there, oh, that's shitty.
No, not that. No, one person.
I'll cash
one person that wants me to go. Dr. Ryan, you pay for me to go.
Yeah, Ryan is insistent and he's going.
Yeah,
all right, Ryan. And you know what? Same, Ryan. Pay for me.
Yeah, Ryan, just pay for the whole lot.
Fuck it.
Yeah, Johnny wants to go now too, so that's racking it up.
Ryan sent me $1. I put it into Bitcoin, so I'll just cash that out.
Oh, you're set. I got Dogecoin, so I'm set. My personal take on everything with the Star Wars Hotel that has come out, some of it looks awesome, some of it looks cringe, but no matter the cringe, it is extremely my shit.
Yes.
Want to do it, but the cost of it sucks.
Yep.
Like, I wish it's something I could just, like, go into for a day, hang out, and leave, or something.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I have no doubt. Again, there's some cringy stuff people have posted, but it doesn't deter me in any way. It looks fun to me.
It looks cool. It looks like it'll be a good time.
I
would never in a million years pay that amount of money to do that.
It's just too much.
I would much rather have a new ride than any of that stuff.
Yeah.
So.
So yeah, that's where I sit with it. I would love to do it. If any wealthy benefactors who watch this show would love to see the Creepy Old Crypt episode aboard the Star Cruiser, contact. This is so lame, but I'm not above it. By all means, if Elon, if you're watching this, I know you like the show. You and Grimes watch it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not happening anymore.
No.
Oh, that's over?
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring real world politics. Hey guys, let's keep politics out of the Creepy Old Crypt, guys. But anyway, I don't know. Any thoughts you guys have?
About Star Wars Hotel? It looks awesome. It looks so fun. But
so the cringe didn't outweigh the.
No. And
I thought there was a little.
It's gonna be cringy and so and it just
pretend stuff.
It just started, but again, I'd rather save the money for something else, and it looks fun, but I have Galaxy's Edge to have fun in, and that's fine with me.
You'll go.
Yeah.
Johnny. Thoughts?
I looked at some photos. The rooms. I love being in a room where you feel like you're in a little pod. Yeah. Like, that's great.
I would rather sleep in that pod than the bed.
Yeah.
Dude, okay. Let's just cover that subject.
Yeah.
Since even when they were showing concept artwork, people have complained. Listen, there's a lot to complain about with the setup and the cost and all that stuff. But some people have been out for blood on this hotel from the beginning.
Saying like,
there's a line.
It doesn't look very Star Wars. You're not going to see that part. Don't even bother. Like,
the vehicle doesn't look good. Yeah, you won't ever see that.
Yeah, you're not seeing the vehicle. Sorry.
Guess we'll never see that. But my one thing, a hill I will die on.
Yeah.
People keep complaining about the rooms. Oh, the rooms are too small. The rooms are. Why is it you're paying all this money and the room is this small? That is what, in my mind, if you were aboard a Star Cruiser, your quarters would look like.
Yes.
When I saw that room, I went, perfect. That is one that I'll die on that hill.
I understand where they're coming from, but even if you paid for a really expensive cruise, you're gonna get a small.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah. And those little pods.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I'd rather sleep in that.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I know people who went who are like 6'2". And they slept in those fine. Because a lot of the artwork made those look
tiny. Like
are
for
they kids' bunk beds?
No,
a grown-ass man had room in there. So that's the hill I'll die on with that.
Plus, like, I don't know how involved everything is and how long everything takes, but you're not going to be chilling in your room all day. Like, it doesn't, like, it's not, you're going to be in a park, you're going to be on rides, you're going to be doing stuff. Like,
that's what I was most surprised by, was a lot of people's grievances with it were that it doesn't have normal hotel stuff. Like, no gym or pool? Yeah, you're not signing up for that.
Yeah, go to another hotel.
This is a theater experience, you know? It's like, there's people who are like, where's the...
where are the vending machines?
Yeah, where are the vending machines? Where's the business center? What are you talking... Go stay at the Marriott.
I need to print out my boarding pass. Where do I do that?
Yeah, go stay at the Four Seasons. Yeah. Like, what are you doing? You're going to another planet, bro.
I always kind of wonder, because with the Disney cruises...
Yeah.
They do deals all the time, right? Like they're like, So like, part of me thinks after a while they'll do deals with this. Like,
that's what I hope.
I hope so too.
Because it is essentially a cruise.
And it's so funny though, because the Disney cruises are known for they're pricey too.
Yeah.
And you could do like a week-long one for the amount of time.
Yeah.
That you go to this thing for 2 days.
Yep.
So the prices are still out of whack.
Yeah.
But my honest thought, like I said, with the prices, is when I saw that, I'm like, cool, but for that amount of money, you could go to Tokyo Disneyland and have an amazing experience.
I would much rather do something like that
Go to an actual
And
different place.
You could do like 3 trips for the same.
Yeah, you really, you know.
It's all on YouTube. I'll just watch it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you'll see it in person, but just I understand it's difficult to get there. We're gonna work it out. Again, any Bitcoin experts out there, if you did well in the crypto market,
Any doctors?
Listen, I'm always talking smack on crypto NFTs, but if it gets me into the Star Wars hotel, I'll love them. You know, that's just what it boils down to. Environment be damned. I just don't. How often do I do the environment? You know, speaking of real quick. Speaking of the environment. I know some people are going to go, Rocco, come on. But one of my favorite things I saw from the Star Wars Hotel was that they have a environment simulator room. Did you guys see that?
No.
It's just an excuse to go outside and get fresh air. But they go like, oh, this room, it simulates what it's like.
This is a hollow deck. You're just.
But it's out.
That's how they market it.
But it's outside.
And they hype it up.
Yeah.
And then you go out there and it's a patio basically.
Yeah, that's so fun.
And that's how they do it. It's like, yeah, this room, it simulates Botte. Whatever the weather is on Botte at any given moment, it's here. So even if it's raining on Botte, it's raining out here.
Oh, that's great.
It's just Florida weather.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought that was funny. Some people are going to tell me it's not.
That is really funny. I like that. That's perfect because you want to get fresh air. What are you going to do? Hop in a pod and take off?
I thought that was a great idea.
Yeah.
And they play music going into it. And
that's
it's
great.
Cool. There's also, I know people are always calling me consumer with 2 O's on in the comments. We'll get ready to say it again because they have an exclusive lightsaber in that hotel, and I need that thing.
Yeah.
I know a couple people who are going, and I've already sent them messages that were like jokingly like, if you want to bring me one of those, but I was so fucking serious when I sent those. I was like, yeah, it'd be nice if.
Is it still like? Is there a story behind it? I'm sure there is a story behind it.
Oh, there's a story behind it.
Okay, good.
And it comes with lettering, Arabesh lettering, that you can plug into it to be like your initials.
Oh, really? Well, my initials would definitely be BMF for that.
Dude.
Yeah.
You know what that stands for?
No,
I don't think he does.
I'm not going to say it on camera.
We can't say it.
I'm not going to say it on camera. Bad mother. I can't. Fuck her.
You said that. You said that right in the mic.
Here.
Dude, a kid just heard. Oh my god.
There's a kid running the camera right now.
I'm gonna have a warrant at the end of this. Anyway, okay, so that's about Star Wars Hotel, and then Disney's building a neighborhood in Palm Springs. I don't know what.
They kind of did that in Florida with Celebration,
Yeah,
so I can see that. And Palm Springs is a very retirement area.
Yeah.
So
I
gonna
have
have
a lot
rides?
of feelings about that.
Yeah.
I feel like it'll become a vacation destination.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then like a timeshare thing for rich people.
yeah.
But I think it's
Like
like
rich people, you think?
What? No.
But I hear there's gonna be like a huge lake. I feel like that'll be a fun thing to take your family to. There's like restaurants and shit. It's gonna be like a nice place to take some. Like there'll probably be hotels and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't think a lot of people are gonna be living there. Because
I
I really
can
imagine
relate to
like
that,
is there a school system at the Disney?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I really
Like,
don't.
I feel like it's just like people are gonna go there for vacation. That's about it. During like apparently
their
in that-
vacation home.
Yeah, in that area it hits like almost 100 and something in the summer.
Yeah,
so
Palm
I don't
Springs is gnarly.
I don't think people are gonna be living there.
Yeah.
I think it's basically you guys need to boil it down if you're doing the Star Wars Hotel or if you're putting out a down payment.
Yeah.
So which is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was really thinking about it because it's like people who like they're gonna have kids if they live there, right? Like this is like a Disney property. Like, is there a Disney school?
I don't know. When I read
that'll get dystopian.
When I read the press statement, it was like it's for those looking to put a little more Disney into their lives. I was like, yikes.
I can go to Disneyland.
Yeah.
And
drive
then I'm
there.
good, and then I leave.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about it.
I wanted to get
see how it goes.
I wanted to get like even crazier, like Disney Church,
Yeah.
Disney
Yeah.
Synagogue,
Yeah.
like just like
Disney McDonald's.
You
make it so you can never have to leave.
and then you pray to Doctor Strange.
Oh. Disney Hospital, you get worked
Yeah.
on by Disney.
The Goofy's,
physicians.
your surgeon.
His liver's failing. Oh boy.
Cleared.
It's stage 4. It's not funny.
This is good. I like this. All right, Disney. If you live in the Disney whatever place, like, and they have free healthcare, I'm moving there.
Yeah. So Disney, we're not moving there until you give us free health.
Disney's known for doing free things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like what they're famous for.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, let's talk about Tombstone, Arizona.
Arizona.
Let's get to the main subject today.
Okay.
We went there, It was fun. I really don't know what
it was
to
the middle
say.
of nowhere.
No, yeah, it was the middle of nowhere.
Go figure.
We gave the history about it. First thing we did was go into the Birdcage Theater.
Yeah.
That was awesome because there was a guy in there with a microphone kind of pointing things out.
Yeah, it was in this area of the Birdcage. It didn't look like this, but the front room of the Birdcage Theater.
Yeah, and he was pointing out all kinds of stuff. He's like, here's the stairs. If you notice, these stairs are worn down to nothing.
Yeah, they're super thin.
Because there were prostitutes that were up here. And it was just men going up these stairs.
There's almost like a balcony.
Yeah.
And the prostitutes just be like calling out to the dudes down the and like, oh yeah, come up here, and they would take them up the stairs into these little rooms that are along the side.
So that was there. He pointed that out, and then he pointed out, now if you notice, a lot of holes. Yeah, those are bullet holes. We have not patched those up.
I think I know the exact amount of number of bullet holes.
Yeah,
Really?
it was cool
It
seeing
was
bullet holes. Like,
kind of amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I don't have that information.
No worries. But it was a lot. Especially like when you get into the theater. Like this open area is kind of just the pre-show to the actual tour. And that's free, and then you pay a fee to go into the actual theater part, which was totally worth it. Like, it was so much fun.
Once he showed those bullet holes, I was like, you got my money.
We got to go check it out, and it was so awesome.
And we should say the group of us went, everyone who went on the tour went. Except Garrett.
Yeah, who needed to find a bathroom stat.
Dude.
Well, I didn't know that was part of it. He was like, I'm going to do my own thing. I was like, you really don't want to go on this tour? Okay. Yeah, it turns out there were other forces at work.
I understand.
Yeah.
Apparently, 26 people died.
Really?
In the Birdcage Theater.
Over the course of time?
Over the course of time.
Yeah.
So.
Any recently or just then?
I
don't know.
I hate to be the one like in like 2013 or something like that.
Yeah, someone fault my trips.
I was going to say, I guarantee that place was probably still open during COVID, so you never know what could have happened.
Guaranteed.
My favorite thing about it was that the tour guide told us that in the basement there was a poker game that was the longest poker game in history.
Yeah. It went on for like what, years and years and years.
Yeah.
Because people would just come in, and they were okay, I'm out, and then there'd be a list of people ready to fill in that spot.
It was happening 24/7.
24/7, all the time.
And that's where a lot of the bullet holes came from. People get mad and start fucking firing.
Can you imagine someone you know gets mad at a card game and fires a gun in the ring?
Yeah.
I'd be like, well, I can never be here again.
Wasn't there a bullet hole from somebody who like didn't like the show, and it's in the side of the theater?
Yeah.
Apparently, even when they did like the show too, they would just fire the fucking gun.
If you go into the theater area, once you start it's a self-guided tour, and you just walk around. But there are bullet holes all over the ceiling of people like woohoo, like
fun stuff.
Oh man, what a time!
That used to be how bad reviews went. This show sucks. Can you imagine if the gun culture stayed the same as back then, and then like The Last Jedi came out? Half these nerds would be like, I don't like what they did to Luke. You know, like, you can't be doing that.
How did anybody have hearing back then?
I know,
because
that's what I was thinking.
It's just they're constantly blasting guns off, and it's like that just blows your ears. Like, there's no
Seriously.
like earplugs or anything like that.
I always respect when a movie does that, because so many movies have just like, hey,
Bang, bang, bang,
watch out, bang, bang, and nothing happens. I love when a movie will have the hearing, like, and you'll hear the ringing or whatever. It's always like, hey, respect. That's realism. I like that.
It's cool when they do
I watched
that.
recently where that happened.
Really? It was like a
They,
movie?
shot a gun near someone's ear. It may have been a video game. Maybe it was in Killer 7 or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Really? Yeah, I
I
always
wish I could remember what the fuck that was from.
Was it Baby Driver?
appreciate that kind of thing.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh yeah, didn't Baby Driver do
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
He shoots it next to his ear.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But this place was awesome. Like, it's super old, obviously.
Yeah.
And just walking around, there's bullet holes everywhere, and everything's still like set up, like it was, and it's just really creaky. Everything when you're walking around,
creaky,
you're just creaking everywhere. But there's just weird, like there's an under the stage area that they lit up. That's just it's a gated thing, so you can't go in, but you can look at it, and it's just tons of like barrels and stuff you can tell it's been there for so long that they just threw under there. So much fun.
Yeah, Wyatt Earp was like he was there a lot. Like I'm trying to think of the other cowboys that were around.
Doc Holliday.
Doc Holliday.
Yep.
Like everyone from that movie Tombstone, they were there.
We actually
Oh, this is the best.
Yeah.
Sean was like, I am finding that movie on DVD in this town.
Yeah.
It is gonna happen because we had a DVD player in the van, and so he's like, it's gonna happen. And
I'd never seen it.
Yeah, I'd never seen it either.
Yeah.
And so Sean was on a quest, and he went to multiple ones, and he finally found one that had it on DVD.
There was a random store in the town that had it.
Yep.
I remember when I was watching that had that. It was Umbrella Academy on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
They were trying to there was like a character turned evil, and they like fired a gun near your ear to deafen her.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's scary.
spoilers for Umbrella Academy.
But yeah, he found that DVD. We watched it on the way back.
Dude,
and,
that movie kicked ass.
Yeah, that movie was great.
I'd never seen that either.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the best movie. I mean, the third act was a little. I mean, we're not gonna get into it.
The movie
Third act,
It's a Tombstone episode.
it kind of it ends and keeps going towards the end, which is a little janky, but everything else was like 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that movie was great, and it was cool being there and then immediately popping that movie
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
It felt a little like cosplay almost. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. We were in Tombstone. Started the movie Tombstone. It was kind of synergy, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of synergy. As cowboys used to always use that term, synergy.
Yeah. And I crack up because they had a gift shop at this Birdcage Theater.
Oh yeah.
And they had a cup that said Doc Holliday's cup. And I think he said like, I'm gonna regret not buying that. Like you passed on it, and you're like, I'm gonna regret not buying that because we were gonna see the movie.
It struck me as the kind of thing that I would like. Oh, that's straight out of the movie. That's the kind of thing I like.
Yeah. And sure enough,
we left.
he's drinking out of that in the movie, and you're like, I should have got that.
I should have bought it there. So
Should have got it.
That's my thing. That's my hook for next time.
Yeah.
If we ever go back there,
Yeah.
I'm getting that cup.
I want to go. If we're ever in the area, I want to go back to Tombstone.
I'm
That was so much
Huckleberry.
fun.
I remember buying a pocket knife.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I remember it said like "boss bitch" or something on it. I'm trying to remember what it said on it. It was something like I was like, why do they have this?
Classic
here?
Tombstone.
Yeah.
quote.
I'm gonna try to.
Doc Holliday said
I'm gonna
that.
try to find the photo I have of it. So feel free.
Oh,
to
man.
keep talking.
But yeah, we checked out that whole theater. We were in there for a while.
Yeah.
Into like an hour or so.
Something like that.
Yeah.
A lot of creepy paintings in it. They
Tons
had,
of
and again, stuff that had just survived
Yeah.
through the town.
Backdrops for shows.
Yeah,
and things.
backdrops for shows, and then also there was an undertaker down the street. So here's his building burned down, but here's the stuff. And it's like here's a little coffin, dude. That was a little. Seeing the tiny coffins that he had. Yeah, he had a supply. For kids that would die. And it's like, God forbid, you have to consider this. In modern day, for a child to die, something really heinous has to
Yes.
happen. Like, mankind will use all technology ever invented to keep a child from dying.
Yeah.
Back then, you have to consider that anything on Earth that wasn't you was trying to kill you.
Yeah.
And so kids would just not survive.
I know.
And
you
so
could die
he-
from a cavity.
I mean, seriously, you get a flu. Well, they died.
Yeah.
I mean, it's insane. And
It
so
is.
He had a supply of child coffins.
Yep.
I did find. I couldn't find the picture of the knife, but maybe I could send this to you to put it in the episode. But I found a book that was Doc Holliday's like great grandkid.
Yeah.
Oh,
And It was
really?
a book on how to play poker. But the fucking.
Oh, that's so good. He's got like.
Oh God.
I
It's
can
like
show
in
it to
his-
the camera.
it's
or I
like
can
in his
send it to you if you
kitchen.
want.
I would. Show it to the camera. Gotta show that.
It's like just in his kitchen.
It's kind of out of focus, but
Oh man,
he's vibing.
that's a great book cover
Yeah.
right there. How do you get better than that?
So yeah, we checked out that place from top to bottom.
Yeah.
It was a ton of fun, and then we just got
Highly
to
recommend it if anybody wants.
if-
to
I forgot about this. There was like a table where people threw like money on it.
Yeah, they would. You know how
Send me
like
some of
a
these pictures.
Sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like how you throw a stuff into a fountain, or like at Disneyland when there's an area. There was a poker table behind a gate, and people were just throwing money on the poker table. I think that was the poker table that was the longest poker game.
Oh wait, no, I have a photo of that as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That
That's its own
one
thing.
was covered in like stuff.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
They put
preserved
glasses.
it.
I have video and everything from that as well. I
Okay.
can send this to you.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it was pretty amazing.
It was.
I highly recommend if anybody. Gets
If you're
a
in the
chance,
area, check it
check
out. I love seeing stuff that still exists from
Yeah.
Me
from a
too.
certain time.
Yeah.
That's my favorite type of history. Something you can see, and touch, and everything like
Yeah.
that.
That's absolutely my favorite. So we completed our journey there.
Yep.
Yeah.
We decided to explore more of the town. Again, the rest of it was either rebuilt, some of it
Yeah.
some of it remained, not the whole thing. They rebuilt it, and some of it was just brand new. I feel like I had a pretty good idea of what was what. I think.
Yeah.
You go to a saloon, and it's like I think a lot of this was partially still here,
Yeah.
but put back together. Some buildings just look
Yeah,
this
brand
was,
new.
This was made in the 1900s.
Yeah.
But We did go to. They had a. We were very hungry. And
we were starving.
We went to. Was it a saloon? I guess you would
Yes,
call it a saloon.
technically it was. I
Yeah.
don't remember the name of it, but there's not that many restaurants in Tombstone, Arizona.
I'll Google it.
But it
yeah.
was cool. We had to wait quite a bit because it was lunchtime or
Yes,
something, and,
yeah.
and it was pretty busy. But once we got seated, it was a great experience.
Yes, it was a great experience. They had ribeye steaks on the menu.
As
and
soon
we
as
were-
I
yep.
saw ribeye steak,
Get a
I'm like,
steak.
I'm getting that steak, a baked potato,
It was like-
and some cowboy beans.
It was like, cowboy beans.
That's what they were
It
on
was,
the menus.
Big Nose Kate's Saloon.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what it was. Shout out Big Nose Kate. That was
Yeah.
a good steak.
Oh.
Had a good ribeye
It was
there.
really good. It was fun eating that steak in like Tombstone, Arizona, just
Yeah.
in an old saloon. So much fun.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd rather do that than the Star Wars Hotel.
Oh, yeah. Well, compare it after you go.
It's a little cheaper. Little cheaper to do that.
Yeah, a slight
Like-
bit.
Yeah.
But,
My favorite part of the whole experience, not trying to get political here, but the whole
keep politics out of it.
story was too funny, and I have to tell
It was pretty
no,
funny.
should.
So when we were there, occasionally some of the shops would have a lot of like, Confederate flags, like Let's Go Brandon signs and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So we're walking, and I think it was me and Derek, and then you walked next to us, and we're like, "Yo, Rocco, go into there," and you're like, What's over there?" And you took 2 steps, you went, "Oh, okay." And then we kind of talked for a second. We're like, let's see, let's bet and see how many steps into the building Sean will get
with all
before he
these
turns
with
around.
all these Let's Go Brandon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This particular business on the street in Tombstone was full of, it was Trump 2020. Let's Go Brandon. A lot of things with just profanity.
More than the American flag. There were
Yeah.
More than
Let's
the
Go
American flag.
Brandon.
It was not just a couple. It
Yeah.
was
Yeah, it was
everywhere.
It was like
And when so much that when I walked in, it didn't soak in for a minute. It was
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So yeah. How long was it going to take Sean to endure that?
Yeah, it was like he didn't even make it to the doorway. It was like,
He's like, "Oh, I don't want to do that. No."
It was aggressively
Yeah.
aggressive. But I wanted to go in there because I was looking for a hat.
Yes.
I wanted to get. I just thought it would be great to get an old, cowboy hat in Tombstone.
Yeah.
same.
The hat place that I went did not have any my size. My head
Yeah.
is too big because my brain is so large
Dude.
that it kind of creates an issue, Because I walked in and they were like, "This guy might be too smart."
Oh,
so
shit.
that was a trouble. But you guys were able to find him fine.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Easy, no problem.
I
Yeah.
wanted to get a cowboy hat so bad for when we got to Texas.
Yeah. I was on the same.
Yeah, so I was
Yeah.
like, all right, this is my chance. We're in like a cowboy town. Oh, the first shop we went to, it was like boutique, like leather hats.
Yeah.
And there were like thousands of dollars.
They were
And I
nice.
was like, oh god,
Yeah.
I guess I can't afford this. But then, at the end of the town, there was like the most crappy gift shop ever, and they're like pretty much the same style cowboy hat. It was like, oh yeah, it's $10. We're like, okay,
Yeah.
fuck it. It's the
Yeah.
same place where Sean found that DVD. in
Perfect.
Tombstone.
Tombstone,
I didn't know
Arizona
that.
is basically a main drag.
Yeah.
It's like one long street that has tons of
Yeah.
restaurants or gift shops and stuff on it.
Yeah, I didn't go to that gift shop.
I didn't either.
The one hat store I went to, they had one that kind of fit me.
Yeah.
And it was like $280
Yeah.
or something like that. It
Yeah.
was a lot.
It was too much.
If you want, you could spend a lot on a cowboy hat if you want to. There are ways.
It was funny because I wore that cowboy hat in Texas at our shows,
Yeah.
and I kept making jokes about it. And I feel like if you were at the show and you enjoyed my hat, let us know in the comments, because most of the people I talked to were like, "Yeah, cool, thanks." I get it, Texas, we wear cowboy hats. And I was like, I was just being silly. I'm sorry.
Well, I liked it because with Johnny wearing it, if he was happy, he'd give you the nod of approval.
Yeah, I kept nothing.
But if he was not happy, that brim got lower
Yeah.
and where he covered his eyes,
Yeah.
and
if
that's the benefit of a cowboy hat.
And if you
Right
said
there.
something to me where I was like, "Excuse me," I'd poke it up and be like, "What'd you
Yeah.
say to me?"
What'd you say, partner?
Yeah.
And you knew, said the wrong thing to Johnny.
And I think you also did in the van that thing where you take it off and you put it over your face and you fall asleep.
Oh, I fell asleep with that fucking
Yeah.
on my face.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
You got to put both boots up on the seat
Yeah.
and
Put it
and
over
the
your
hat
face.
over your head.
Out.
That's what you do. That's the instant sleep method. That was the pre-counting sheep technique.
Yeah.
I'd put down, like, I'd have a
Count
hand of
horses.
cards. Like, I'd have a full hand,
Yeah.
and then I'd put them down, and then flip the table. Someone pissed me off. I don't.
Yeah. And then
Yeah,
once
you
I-
walking around with a full hand of cards.
And then once I woke up in the van, we have to get the show. I would always say, Kevin, give me some wake up juice. I always said that,
And I'd whip it up.
But I didn't have the hat, so he wouldn't make it.
Yeah.
But you did, and I said, this guy's going to be more sober than a priest on Sunday. We could keep going, we could keep improvising stuff, but
Back to the Future.
Maybe we'll wrap it up. But anyway, one of my favorite moments of the experience being there too was there was another saloon where I guess they did shootouts.
Yes.
Yeah.
They had like battles there.
like a stage thing or something like that. And they'd have battles there. And when we went into, I think it was at 2 when this thing was going to happen.
Yeah.
We went into the to get steaks.
Yeah.
Sean was like, "I'm seeing this show.
Yeah.
Like it's going to happen." He thought it was like, okay, well, we'll just go outside. Well, at 2, we'll see it and everything. We finish our meal. We go outside at 2, and everybody's like, okay, tickets to the shooting are over here. And as soon as Sean heard that, he's like,
he heard the word tickets.
He heard the ticket.
Nope.
Nope, I'm out. He thought it was just going to be a shootout in the middle of the street.
I think a lot of people thought that.
There were a bunch of people out there thinking that.
Because that dude kept yelling, "It is not out here. It is not a free show."
Yeah.
He kept saying,
It was in the saloon.
Yeah.
And we're like, I'm out.
Yeah.
But we didn't hear any gunfire.
No.
I don't think
So
They
anyone
looked.
there.
That guy had a 6-shooter and was walking like this.
I think nobody went.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think anybody did it.
But hey, we stopped violence by not going.
Yeah.
Nobody shot
Exactly.
each other. So if that's what it takes.
Yeah. They also had
You're welcome.
the OK Corral further down, but none of us even bothered going into there to see that.
Yeah.
That was another show.
I went.
Oh, you went
did
in
you?
there?
Yeah, because that is like where a lot of people died.
Yeah, that was the
over
main
there.
the main
And-
shootout in Tombstone, the movie.
Yeah.
Was at that.
And I wanted to kind of just go over there for a second, but they did charge you to like go in, so I kind of just stood near it. And it's not even the original building like we talked about.
Yeah.
Like that's all. It's
all rebuilt.
Yeah.
But I went over there.
Huh.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Because I had heard that was maybe there was a free show in that area, but maybe not.
Yeah.
The OK Corral next to it was the shop I went into where I got the cowboy hat.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Cool.
And
But yeah, aside from all that, I mean, there's people walking around.
there's cowboys all over the
Yeah.
place here.
But I just saw they had like wagons with horses going down the street. There was a like band.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
playing just on the street and stuff like
But
that.
it's funny, they were playing songs. They were playing like an 80s song.
Yeah.
They were playing like Electric Avenue or something. I'm like, oh okay.
And in traditional Old West fashion, they had laser zip lining.
Oh yeah.
Where you can shoot laser tag guns while ziplining. So we didn't do that though.
Yeah.
Because that's what I mean.
So-
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry.
No. I was
And,
want to make sure they hear this talk about laser zip lining.
But the brochure cracked me up because you could write it feet first, like your feet are attached and you're upside down, and the photo of that was hilarious. It was just somebody with a gun like in the Matrix, upside down on a zip line going
intense.
down. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
But
Yeah, it looked fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was there any other?
I'm looking at my photos to see if there's anything. I have a photo of the child coffin.
Got to take a photo of a child coffin.
Yeah.
You can't. You got to document that.
They had a chastity belt.
Oh.
I did see that in there. Yeah.
I'll send you all these photos.
Seen enough of those. But no, but yeah. I'm trying to think anything else we really saw there. Yeah.
We got sarsaparilla.
We got
get
a 6-pack
sarsaparilla.
of traditional sarsaparilla.
Yeah,
And it was
yeah.
good. We ate those drank those like the rest of the tour. I think we just like have one every once in a while. Because I
Yeah.
had one when we got wait, was that?
Did we get fudge too or something?
I went into
Yes.
they had a ye old fudge shop. Now here's the thing.
Yeah.
I've never been the biggest fudge guy. Sometimes it's like too much. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
all right. But man, on our tour, Buc-ee's had the best
yeah.
fudge.
Yeah,
I kept getting
it's
fudge
good.
there. Anytime we stop, it's like, dude, this is the best fudge I've ever had.
Yeah.
So I got greedy, and so we were at that town. I'm like, yo, they have like old timey fudge here. I'll get some of that. It was good. It was very good. But I barely got it. I got like a little thing of it. Seriously, like that much. And that shit was like $27.
Yeah.
Something like that. I was like, yo,
It's
Granny's fudge. Yo,
Yeah.
you need to talk to Granny about this.
gift shop prices not
Yo,
fun.
is Granny doing like Bitcoin stuff or what? Like she's getting greedy or something. But yeah, so that was a mixed experience. Tasty. I didn't need that.
Yeah.
Sarsaparilla. I think it was good. Was it good?
I think it was good.
Yeah, it was okay.
Alright.
I don't fully remember. I remember it being intense. Like, I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
I in my head, I was going and thinking root beer, and I got, like, ginger beer.
Yeah.
The good old-fashioned sarsaparilla. Oh, I guess we're calling it root beer now. What is that a reference to? Post a comment if you know what that's a reference to. Do you?
Do you know what that is?
Do you know
This guy. Why is he here?
I don't know.
Dude.
You do know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I wasn't.
It's Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Yep.
No. Damn.
What?
All right. Well,
Okay.
the comments will steer you in the right direction. Anyway, yeah. I'm trying to think if there was anything else, but I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so either.
Had a great time.
The
Yeah,
bathroom was the wettest bathroom I've ever seen in my life.
The wettest in the building.
Yeah, it was.
We both did it at the same time.
But it looked like $1 million though.
Yeah.
I was warned by Garrett and Sean that it was like just wet all over the ground, and I went in, and sure enough, it's just wet all over the ground. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, a lot of gunfire all over Tombstone, Arizona, and that applies to a lot of other things. Firing everywhere, just all over.
Not a lot of sharpshooters in that bathroom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a lot of blind fire. No scope. Anyway, but yeah, that was my experience as well. Yeah, I mean,
that's about it.
Mainly covers it.
Yeah, if you're ever in the area, go to Tombstone.
It's worth at least a few hours.
Yeah,
it's worth.
Oh,
it.
Just
I will
stop.
say,
Yeah.
we almost didn't go, but a fan told us the show before was like, "Hey, you're gonna go by Tombstone," and I remember it was to us, and then our tour manager Jay was like on his phone, and I was like, "Hey, did you hear that?" He said we're near Tombstone. He's like, "No, we're going." I already
He's like, as soon as he heard that, he's like, okay, we're doing that.
So shouts out to that fan. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. What was their name?
I wish I
I
remembered.
don't know.
I know,
Mikey
sorry, but
or,
thank you so much. Tombstone was so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a great time. And again, Birdcage Theater being there, it really was like, oh, there's one in Knott's.
Yeah.
That I never knew it was a replica.
He
of
loved
that.
replica.
Here it is.
Obviously, we knew the Independence Hall was a
Yeah.
replica, but I did not know this was a replica.
So a lot of here in Knott's Ghost Town, some of these buildings are transports.
Yeah.
From other that's an actual old thing
Yep.
from I think like the blacksmith shop. That's all like
Yeah, it's just
real and it was
moved over
brought
here,
here.
yeah.
But some of it was built, and this is one of those things. He wanted a replica of this, and then once Walter Knott got all of his money, like once he had like bank, he said, "Well, I need Independence Hall."
Yeah.
Not everyone can make it to the East Coast. They should see where this nation got signed into effect. So he built it brick for brick the same way. And we were just there a minute ago.
Yeah. It was cool.
You want to say what happened there, or
No, I'll keep
that to
it a
yourself?
secret.
All right.
Yeah. It was cool.
No, I'll tell him the declaration was signed. So we are officially still a nation. So that's good.
Yeah. It's a cool little spot to check out if you're ever coming to Knott's
Yeah.
because it's off to the side.
Yeah. It's not open very long, but detour in there for a minute. It's kind of fun to see that.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
We had an intense debate if we were going to record this before or after eating the Knott's chicken dinner.
I'm glad we did it.
We would have been asleep in this
I
corner.
thought this was a very good, active show, lots of good conversation. And there is another timeline in which this episode would have been like,
oh God,
This is
what we do? What we
fucking.
I don't know. We had steak. Oh, I can't even think about steak. Oh,
They had laser.
what is it?
Zip
So
ties.
I think it's good we filmed this before we ate.
Now the question is, are we going to eat now, or are you doing a coaster now?
Johnny always has this rule where it's either eat or do a coaster because once he
I'll
eats
throw
like
up,
that, it's coasters are out of the question.
Yeah.
But Kevin, you kind of were like, you kind of would rather do the opposite, right?
Yeah.
So there was some friction earlier.
I don't get sick
There was
on a
friction.
coaster with a belly full of food, but I lose my appetite from a coaster.
Oh.
So it's weird.
Yeah. I'm Team Kevin. Because whenever I go, I don't go on really a lot of roller coasters, but even like I tried Space Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like not doing great after that. And I didn't want to eat.
I lose my appetite. It's like I don't get super motion sickness, but I definitely go, I'm not hungry anymore. Like my stomach is kind of still twisted.
Yeah. Let me propose something. Last time we were here, it was Halloween.
Yes.
And that log flume was the best ride I've ever been on.
It's fun,
When
right?
it was Halloween the fuck out, I'm down to go on it.
Yeah.
Because I know you did it.
The
so
regular one.
We can all do it.
Yeah. That was at my threshold.
Yeah.
I will say the going down, but it was fun. That was like a fever dream.
Yeah.
It was because
God.
it's just like Frankenstein's playing a guitar. And you're like, what the?
I thought I
fuck?
dreamed that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
it was
insane.
crazy.
Now it's back to normal. It's just cool. Instead of miners, it's just loggers.
Yeah.
Like that.
No aliens.
Like no aliens.
No aliens?
No, Dracula's not on the ride or anything like that.
Werewolf's not playing the banjo
Nope.
or whatever. I swear to God, I went to bed because I was pretty tired by that
Yeah,
point.
Yeah.
it was at the end
And
of the
I
night.
went to bed and woke up the next day like, was that part of a dream? Like that log. Seriously, I've never been on something that felt more like no, you dreamed that. That did not happen. It was late and tired enough that and it was so bizarre that I thought
it was so wacky.
There's like an original song on that Halloween version, and I want that song so bad. It's nowhere.
I listened to shout out, by the way, Knott's has their own podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they recorded here. It's pretty cool. But they played some of that in their Halloween episode. And I was just like, don't play the whole thing. Play
Yeah.
The whole thing. I want it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah, I agree with you. They also have that raft ride that we didn't
That
even
was-
get to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, did
We
we, do
did,
that?
we did. Yeah.
Earlier that day.
Yes.
that was fun
awesome.
too.
Yeah.
I'll do that as well.
I'd be
That
down
was
to do
fun.
that. Okay, well, we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do. And I feel really bad too. Rachel's been sitting off camera this whole time very patiently, and I really appreciate that. I want to just say I want to give an apology to her. When we were at Independence Hall. I do think like she was uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think so too.
The celebration of our freedom,
independence and freedom from British
that
anarchy,
from
like
that
reign.
evil empire.
I feel bad. I made a joke. There was like a red coat, and then I pointed. And I was like, "Does this bring back memories?"
Oh, yeah, you can't do that, dude. You can't do that. So anyway, so this is we're trying to. This is what it's about, guys. You try to make it right. You know,
Yeah.
you try to bridge the gap and just do the right thing. So anyway, hopefully we did that with everyone here. We were gone a long time, but hopefully we're back in the swing of things now. We try to do this every month. We did back in the pre-pandemic era, but we're trying to get back to that now.
Get back doing it in the park once a month. So
Yeah. So let us know what should next month's episode be.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually not sure.
I'm not sure. We haven't thought about it.
Bucky's bathroom.
Yeah. Oh, I could talk a long time about Bucky.
we got to drive to a
You have to
Bucky's
do
though,
it
and that's
from
like
a Bucky's bathroom.
Yeah.
Recorded in the bathroom. Hey, what's up?
Doesn't matter.
Hey, they're big enough. You probably could.
Yeah, you close one of those stalls, nobody will know you're in there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
No way of knowing.
Yeah.
Anyway, except for the people who clean it every 5
Yeah.
minutes.
It's like you're still in there. You okay?
Yeah.
You doing okay?
Just anytime they pass by, I go, "Ugh," and they'll think like, you know.
Oh, I gotta
you're
leave
working
that
hard.
stall alone.
You're working hard on something.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Well, I think that
Yeah.
wraps it up. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Again, let us know what you think what you'd like to hear us, or see us visit, or whatever.
Yeah.
I know at one point, even during the pandemic, we talked about maybe doing a Downtown Disney episode because I think it'd be funny to talk about a lot of stupid businesses.
Yeah,
that have been
and
there.
now they're changing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And things have closed, so that would be a good episode.
We'll host it from the rubble.
Oh yeah.
We'll dodge the wrecking ball. Anyway, but I don't know if that sounds whack. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know what you
want
want to hear.
All right, I'm gonna take us out on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something cool. Get ready. This is gonna be an awesome ending. Hey, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I ain't gone nowhere.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, I was recording a video with my friends. Do you think you could wrap it up for us?
Oh, well, sure. What do you want me to do?
I mean, just like a cool send off. Just we're goodbye from Knott's maybe.
Oh, well, I can do that.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you all had a good time out here, but it's time to hit the dusty trail. So, from Sad Joe to you, I bid you adios and adieu.
Hey, thank you so much. What a great wrap up. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'll put in a good word to the sheriff for you.
Oh, please do. I appreciate that.
Thanks. All right, you have a good one, Joe.
All right, you too, brother.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
I love that guy.